The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week that takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
This defense for the Patriots, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Hall. Pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Patriots at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots 1st down as a tackle made at the 42.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Another example there why offensive guards have to really prepare themselves to try and play against Deron Payne. 11.5 sacks in 2022. He picks up another one there for DC.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Once more, Gibson.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third.
And now they'll shift things around.
Going on the ground with Homer. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. You think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Inside give to Elliott. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Hall. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And some room to work. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jones looking to change the play. Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Hall slings this deep for McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
How about this? Terry McLaurin.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To the 27-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
20-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And their defense just helped them out.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Antonio Gibson.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready, ready,
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Here's the option.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll run this with Homer, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This a 43-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
They go to Elliott again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Back now in Foxborough. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Steps away to his left.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
That goes for a gain of 31.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now Jones. He finds Douglas complete.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Patriots. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Jones dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Jones on 3rd down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Short pass caught by Henry. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 234 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Homer. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England.
So for the Commanders,
the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.